Welcome back. Just did the Marshall Oktoberfest 2016. I gave this one an 8. He gave it a 9.
No, I gave it an 8.5. So
I thought the sweetness was a little too high and the bitterness was a little too low. But we came to the conclusion that if they just raise the bitterness, it'll be a good beer. Alright, what you got?
I got the Genesee Oktoberfest, another one. Special edition. I don't see alcohol percentage, or there's not really anything on here about the beer besides if you're pregnant, don't drink it. You know, warning labels is on it, but you know, that's literally all that's on this. So it's definitely a special edition. You know, they don't have anything else on it.
We get the Genesee Light, the Genesee Beer, and the Genesee Cream Ale. 30 pack, $18. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
This was sent by Zymeel. The last package he sent, this was the beer he sent.
Yeah, that cream ale, that was a really good beer.
You got a party to go to, you grab that. Best $18 you spend.
Yeah. And if no one else likes it, hey, you can drink on that for days. Because, well, we all know 99% of parties, if you ain't got Bud Light, Coors Light, Budweiser, you know,
half Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. I used to, my wife's girlfriend, whatever you want to call her, one of her sisters, we used to go out there the 4th of July and everything, have a big old party. Well, at that point in time, I was drinking a lot of Coors Original, and then plus my Shiner. No one would ever touch that. If it wasn't Bud Light or Budweiser or Coors Light, just the name of it. Okay. I started buying that stuff for a reason.
Yeah. Now this smells more like an Oktoberfest that I'm used to. The sweetness is a little lower. However, the bitterness does not seem as high. Do you see an ABV on the sucker?
No.
I'll scan it real quick. 1 second. Alright, while this is loading, I didn't see the ABV on it, so we can guess. Alright. It has more of a sour kind of twang to it. More of a domestic kind of a flavor. That sucks.
I'm going to put the alcohol at like 5.8, 6 on this, so.
See, I'm getting kind of a burn from, so I would think the alcohol, but I think it's the carbonation. I'll say 5.1.
See, I'm getting that burn right there on my nose, so.
5.5. So we're almost in the middle. I think he's closer to me by 0.1%. So
yeah.
20 IBU.
Because yeah, I was getting that little. I get a little burn right here, and that.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
It does seem like it has more alcohol than the Marshall.
It definitely does. You taste some more alcohol than the Marshall, but the Marshall had a better sweetness flavor to it. This is just kind of.
This has that more of a cheaper grains, like a corn or a lower end kind of a wheat.
Yeah, this is a Irish chugging beer.
Yeah.
You know.
But I am getting more dryness out of it, which is kind of what I'm looking for. However, the bitterness isn't there for me. If this and the Marshall would have got together,
and had little babies.
Yeah, it would have been the perfect beer. It would have had the dryness. That had a little bit more bitterness. That might have toned down the sweetness a little bit. I don't mind the alcohol, kind of a tinge to it, but for 5.5%.
Yeah.
That's. Oh, we left.
Hey, if you can't reach it, throw it.
Did she just glare at you?
Yeah. This is both these beers, the other October, the Marshalls we done, and this one. Hey, if you're outside working in the yard, not bad beers.
I honestly think if I was working in the yard, I'd rather have this one because that sweetness will get to you.
Well, yeah. Kick back, watching TV, not bad beers. Just depends what you're looking for.
Yeah.
These are just everyday drinking beers. It's not a, hey man, I got this new beer, you want to come on and try it? No, I ain't offering this to anyone.
Yeah, this is something that you don't. If you're going to drink one, you might as well drink 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I'm getting a little more into it, I'm enjoying it more.
It's not what I would call a full flavored beer, even though it is considered a full flavored beer. But it's not bad. It's
So far, this will be the 4th beer I've had from Genesee, and not one of them is awful whatsoever.
Yeah. Now Genesee's cream ale, I really did like that. My dad, I actually gave one to him. One you gave me, and I sent it to him. And the next day, he went out and bought a 30-pack of it. But with his job, he comes home every day and he can drink beer. I would love if they would sell it in like a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I would love to go get it back. If I drink a 30-pack, what little time I'm home.
Yeah. He's only home, once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, and even then, I'm usually only home for a day, maybe a day and a half. So,
So if he was to have a 30-pack, that'd last him a year. By that time, it'd be skunked.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But even this here, even though it's special edition, I wouldn't mind, picking up a 6-pack of that, for a weekend.
So, Zamil, if you're watching, I'm not going to give out your real name, of course. Say below if it came in, 6-pack, 12-pack, 18-pack, 20-pack, 22-pack, 24-pack, 30-pack, 32-pack, whatever.
That 99-pack that they got down in Texas. Hey, it ain't bad.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let me give you one quick rundown. It's not so bad now. At front, you're getting a little bit of roastiness. Then that alcohol kind of kicks in just a little bit on the flavor, and you're getting the roastiness and the alcohol kind of a tinge. It still does kind of have that cheap grain kind of a flavor to it, like a Budweiser would. Get a little bit of dryness. Actually, a decent amount of dryness, and a very tinge on the bitterness. And it kind of leaves you just like a sweet kind of a grain.
Yeah. What I'm liking best about it is there's not one thing higher than the other.
No.
You got your alcohol percentage, you taste it, then you got your, just everything is like, it's all leveled out there. You don't have a real sweet beer with, nothing to take effect of it. Now everything seems real low in it, the sweetness, the bitterness.
Yeah.
But it's all there. It's all level. So That's what I'm liking about it. It's definitely a good beer.
Yeah. So there you go. Like I said, Genesee, I hadn't pumped down anything that I didn't like. So
Yeah.
you chose this. I spent.
Alright. So I do like this beer. Everything's a little lower than what I like. But it's a good beer, so I'm going to give it that.
I'm gonna say 8.5. It's a hair better than Marshall's in my opinion. Mainly, like 95% of the reason is because it's not as sweet. It's, of course, it has its downfall. A little less alcohol. You kind of taste it a little bit more, but you know, if you're going to Oktoberfest, you're not going to have piss water.
Right.
So
you give it an 8.5, right?
yeah.
Well, I just give it a 9.5.
Okay.
And the only reason why I didn't give it a 10 is just basically because everything's right here. It needs to be right here.
Yeah.
You know, and this would be off the scale. But I'm thinking mowing the yard, you know, casual beer. Especially, you know, if you go to Oktoberfest and you can get this, say this beer right here for $2 a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now, you go to Oktoberfest and they want $5 for this beer. No. Okay, you just got a score of a 4. But
I mean, if you think about it, you're going to kind of want to get the kind of alcohol tinge, but if it has a lower ABV and you can drink more of it, that's a positive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, this is something you can drink all day long, working out in the yard, and not get.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you're looking at Budweiser ABV. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So there you go. That overall got a 9. Let me see.